Welcome to YOUCANIC. Today on YOUCANIC we have a 2014 Chevy Cruze. And on the Chevy Cruze we are going to show you the process to be able to replace your alternator on this vehicle. This is a 1.4 liter Ecotec engine, and so it's a fairly small engine, and this alternator on this vehicle is actually fairly easy to replace. You can do most of it from up top here by reaching down there. There's just a couple things you may want to go down below and do the down there. So we have the cars raised, supported on jack stands. The right tire is removed, and as well as the inner wheel liner and some of the splash shield to get better access to the components that we need to. So the Ecotec motor is here's our belt diagram so we can remember what it's supposed to look like when you need to put everything back on. So we have our alternator here, and that's the one we're going to remove. We have our water pump, AC, crankshaft, and the tensioner. Tensioner we need to loosen a little bit. We'll just move it this way. We may need to take it off completely to get the one alternator bolt down here, and so we'll adjust if we need to there. But we release the tension, take the belts off of this side, do the work we need to, and then be able to put our put an alternator back on and put the belt back on where it needs to go. Now this engine is unique that, see, this motor mount is right here in the middle. It basically straddles this water pump, and then so if you need to replace the belt and the tensioner, you're going to need to remove the motor mount bolts so that you can get the belt out of it. But because we're just doing the alternator right now, we don't need to be removing the motor mount. For ease of ability, you can remove this. For ease, the air box is easy to be removed. One bolt bolt clamp right here, 7mm. Undo it. One electrical connection to undo from the mass airflow sensor. Pull the safety lock back, squeeze the tab, and then be able to pull that sensor undone. And then this will just pull up and out. There's just some rubber grommets that hold it in, and then also pull that apart. And we can remove our air box to give us some better visual down here of what we're looking at. So we have one bolt right here and one bolt straight down. It's kind of hidden by this spring, which happens to be the tensioner bracket. We've got one bolt there at the bottom, the bolt here, and one bolt up top here, the part of the tensioner. So we'll release the tension, get the belt off, and then we can get these bolts undone. Like I said, a lot of this work you can do from up top and then be able to either raise this up out the top, or because this isn't a four-wheel drive model, we should be able to take it out the side down there at the bottom. And so, like I said, you can do a lot of the work from the top side on this vehicle, or just you can also do all of it from being down on the bottom. And then we do have some electric on the back. We have one electric cable that's bolted with a 13mm bolt, and we have one electrical connector that we need to undo from the back side of that alternator. After that, it's good to go. So before you start this project, and any project that you do on the inside of the motor or electrical, you make sure you disconnect your negative battery cable so that we don't have any problems with grounding out or electrical issues. Okay. So we're going to go down, get it situated down there, and then we'll release the tension, and then remove this side of the belt, set it to the side, and then be able to start removing the alternator as we go. Alright, so down here from below, to be able to replace our alternator, we need to, of course, release the tension here and get that belt off. So this is what the new tensioner will look like, or a new tensioner for this particular motor. So we have this tensioner, and what we need to do is we're going to release it by putting an E on that one up there. That's an E14. This one's a little bit smaller here. We're going to put an E14 on, release the tension, and then be able to put a pin in here. A lot of times this little spring in here, it's like a one-time use and it breaks. It still looks intact right now on this unit. It may or may not be. If it's completely detached, then we just remove the whole tensioner, and in the long run we still may remove the whole tensioner to be able to get this alternator off with no problems. We're going to use an A14, and then go the clockwise to get it to retract. No longer